like the gentle turning of pages in a very old book. On the forest floor, another world of sound exists, the delicate crunch of dry leaves underfoot, as a small animal scurries for cover, the almost imperceptible hum of countless insects. A beetle might click as it climbs a blade of grass. A bee might buzz softly as it visits a wildflower. These are the subtle background notes, creating the rich texture of the sonic landscape. And then, of course, there are the birds. Their calls and songs are perhaps the most joyful sounds in the entire forest. You might hear the cheerful fluting song of a robin, clear notes that ring through the trees, or perhaps the repetitive rhythmic tapping of a woodpecker, a percussive beat in the forest's rhythm section. These sounds are not random, they are forms of communication. Together they weave a complex tapestry that is both vibrant and deeply peaceful, a living symphony that changes throughout the day. This beautiful environment is not just a place of peace for us, it is a vital home for a spectacular array of wildlife. If you look closely into the clear water, you might see small fish like minnows darting in and out of the shadows. They flash silver as they turn in the sunlight, moving in synchronized schools, searching for tiny insects and larvae. On the stream bed, you might also find freshwater snails slowly making their way across the stones. The banks of the stream are just as full of life. This is where the land and water meet, a very special zone. Small mammals such as voles and shrews create tiny tunnels through the dense grasses and mosses. You might be lucky enough to spot a deer or a fox coming down to the stream for a quiet drink. Especially in the early morning or late evening, they move with quiet grace, ever watchful. Look up into the trees and you will see another level of this vibrant ecosystem. Squirrels chase each other playfully, their chatter adding another layer to the forest's sounds as they collect nuts and seeds. Dragonflies and damselflies, with their iridescent wings, hover and zip over the water's surface. Every single organism, from the largest mammal to the tiniest insect, is part of a complex web of life. They all depend on each other and on the health of this precious habitat, a beautiful balance perfected over millions of years. But why do these sounds of nature, the water, the wind, the wildlife, have such a profoundly calming effect on us? There is a fascinating science behind this feeling of peace. Our brains are wired to assess our environment for safety or danger. The loud, abrupt noises of a city can trigger our stress response. Our brains interpret these sounds as potential threats, causing our heart rate to increase and muscles to tense. The sounds of nature, on the other hand, signal to our brains that we are in a safe